This is Brittany with Scribbles by Brittany, and I am bringing you the Azure marker review. I did start out with basically outline. I outline a lot of my drawings with the black icon. I think it's a 05. There is different widths to the pen tip when it comes to different actual pens. But I chose the 0.05 to make those really bold lines stand out of this piece of artwork. And there are some things that I would like to change about the piece, but overall it turned out actually a little bit better than I expected. So thank you for tuning in and watching. Come in here and let you know that I do apologize for I want to say it was like a 2-year wait. I kind of went on a personal sabbatical, I guess is what you'd call it. There was a lot going on in the world and in my life that I should have made changes a while ago. There's a lot of, how should I say, I don't want to go into full detail about it. I feel like that's a completely different story or a different point in time that I'd rather not talk about. And now I do still have a regular job that eventually I do want my art to become a full-time thing, but there for a while I was having to work so much that I could not take the time out of my day to sit down and record me having some time drawing and sketching. And it's that's the unfortunate part, that when you become an adult, a lot of your hobbies and stuff kind of fall to the wayside. And in all honesty, I'm not saying nothing should fall to the wayside, but as an adult, you lose that sense of self when all you're trying to do is provide for your family and make ends meet and deal with whatever life throws at you. And some of it is absolutely heartbreaking. So if you are out there and you realize that, how should I say, like, you have had some hobbies that you haven't been able to do or to take time to do, now's the time. Just go ahead and do it. Who gives a... But okay, that sounded terrible, but I was gonna say something else, but you know what, I'm trying to keep this PG, but who gives a rat's ass is what I'm saying. Go out and follow those dreams. And I was not intending this to be like full-blown motivational, but you have to take that time out for yourself. Unfortunately, there are times where I was unable to take that time for myself, and I could feel myself getting angry and getting irritable and not feeling like myself. And actually, like, as I'm recording this, I've been going through some trying times, some mental health situations. Don't worry, I am okay. I'm not here to worry anybody, but it definitely just takes that time for yourself. Do your hobbies, even if it doesn't bring any money in. Take that time, because you'll end up regaining the passion that you have for life and for the things that you want to do. or at least, I mean, every time I draw and I see something amazing turn out, I regain that individuality and that spirit that I always have had. Some of the tips that I've learned along the way in just doing art and everything was this doing the tip-to-tip method. Basically, I will touch the blue marker to the colorless blender, which comes in the pack of the Azure markers, and I will kind of saturate the blender, and I will start where my line is, and then I will blend it out until it becomes like a softer hue of color. And in my opinion, I love doing that tip-to-tip method because it makes the colors look so seamless, especially if you don't have a whole lot of markers to work with. I just have the markers that I have to work with are what's in front of, or like off to the left of me. That's the only ones that I have to use for this piece of artwork. I had bought an extra pack of the gray, I think it's the gray hues, which gave me a little bit more, and I do know they have more. Actually, they came out with bigger, larger packs that had more markers in it. And this was after I had actually recorded this video, and let me tell you, nothing makes me so mad than when I'm sitting down recording a video and then I go back to Walmart and I see that they had came out with another bigger pack to be able to use. Don't get me wrong, I do really like these markers. These turned out really nice, especially if you are a beginner artist. If you have one of those teenagers, or in my opinion, kids in your life, and they're starting to kind of explore that area of art that a lot of people look down on, because art is art. Like, a lot of people will push sports and stuff, and again, your hobbies will fall to the wayside. But please, if you have a child that is learning how to draw and make art and stuff, encourage that part of them. These, I don't think I paid no more than maybe $10 for a pack of these markers. I could be wrong. You'll have to go to your local Walmart and try and figure that out, but I've seen the 36 pack, and I don't think they go for more than $40. So yes, they are cheap, but if you have somebody that's just experimenting with different media, then these are perfect. They're like, I do have more expensive markers that I do use, but if I'm gonna go travel somewhere, and I obviously don't want to lug my more expensive markers around, I might just take these with me. There have been a couple of times where I've sat in a McDonald's just drawing because I'm waiting on a doctor's appointment, or I'm just doing, I'm just out and about and I have to wait for something. So I will whip out my sketchbook and I'll start sketching and having a little fun. There have been times where I went to a full-blown restaurant and sat at the bar and was sketching in my sketchbook. Thank you, Beer Barrel, for letting me do that. But that's the plus side. Definitely explore new hobbies. There's nothing that can stop you from doing that. I did go in and color the stars like a gray, and the reason for that is because I did not want them to take away from the sun and the moon part of the piece. And I do like the way that they look. I think what I could have changed is made them a little more like metallic in color. Like I could have taken a little bit of metallic paint and went over and made them kind of like shiny. But I definitely did like the way that these tarot cards turned out. And in the background, I did have a different style of drawing that I had planned out. And I was trying my best to stay with the colors that I had, but sometimes things just don't go as planned. I did like the way that these turned out, as different and as crazy as they are. I do like the whole sun and moon style, and I always wanted to do something that had to be done with tarot cards, as far as a art design, and this is exactly where that came into play. Now, I do apologize for any people who do use tarot cards and this is not accurate or it doesn't feel accurate. My goal was not to be accurate. My goal was to show you how using cheap art products can still lead to absolutely amazing results. That was my whole goal, and I wanted to show you guys how I create, how I do what I do. This is something that I've loved doing even growing up, and that's something that nobody can take away from you. Like, this was, and I do apologize for like my camera trying to focus in. I think I had it on auto focus, and I'm still kind of like working out the kinks of the video, but that's okay. It's all just a learning process, every part of this. if you guys have made it through this video already, you can follow me on my Instagram, and you can also follow me on TikTok too. I have been posting a little bit more to TikTok than I have anything else, because they are just short video clips, and I would greatly appreciate it if you guys go like and follow, and definitely if you want to, share this with your friends and family. I do like to make content, and my goal is to let people see that how far I've come as an artist, and that you can literally start from scratch and build your skills. I don't like to say it's not that hard, but that sounds very horrible of me to say. But hey, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it.